one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove.
Alexander Usyk.
This bout is scheduled.
And this one has all of those big fight. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nice defense with that jab. These two fighters are made for one another. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
It's so hot, so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Jab misses. That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. To be careful for that receipt. It's always a Coley may go down here. Trying to buy time. It's okay to take a knee.
This really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
6, 7, 8.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alexander Usyk. And there's the bell to start round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the jab. There's a counter shot. They drop their guard, they get caught. Misses with the straight left. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about... And there's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little... Hold it right there! Lawrence Okolie caught with a thunderous shot. Okolie wobbled and down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Anthony.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Okolie in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. His stamina is off the charts. How about that time counter shot? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. And he misses with that straight left. Holding nothing back here in the round. Incredible work rate. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. On to the 5th we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Punch right up the middle. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. The unified heavyweight champion is down. As you can
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and
a lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
What a venue, what a fight, what a...
All right.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And he scores with the counter. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Okolie may go down here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
There's a counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut doesn't get through. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Lawrence Okolie caught with a thunderous shot. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye. They're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost... Let's get it started in round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Beautiful counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The stamina is off the charts. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. On to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic... Did you see that? Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Incredible work rate. Perfect counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook was off target. Every time he throws a punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook won't score. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Just missing with the uppercut. This is what Okolie did not want to do. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Okolie in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, and there's the bell to start round 6. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Okolie may go down here. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Misses with the straight left. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Okolie in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Two straights down the middle, aren't missing. Great work.
Here we go. It's round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round? Hold it right there. And this fight is over. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Are you all right?
happened. You